So today we are going to be doing a 30-minute stretch, self-massage, and guided meditation. So the difference between this versus yoga is you're not really going to be breaking a sweat. I'm not going to put you to work so much, and it's strictly going to be body work. And as always, I am not a healthcare professional. I'm not a doctor. So if you've got something going on more major or something chronic, definitely go see your healthcare provider. Nothing here is medical advice, and please don't take it as such. So today we are going to be working on neck and shoulders. I know so many people have issues with this. I've been a massage therapist for 12 years now, and this is just a major issue for most people. And so you will want to be wearing comfortable clothing, have a yoga mat or a blanket, somewhere comfy that you can sit and lay down, and also have some kind of small ball. Today I've got a golf ball, or you can have a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, something like that. And so what we're going to do is we are going to begin with some deep breaths. So sit up nice and straight, get into a comfy position, and you're just going to breathe in. Make sure it's a full belly breath, and you can put your hands here and make sure that that's where you're feeling it. So a full deep breath in and out. Good job. So next, we are going to do some neck rolls, and just be careful when you do this, where I'm going to take you one direction, half rolls first, and we're going to go back other direction. And just make sure when we go back with your neck back like this, be very gentle. Don't go back too far. You don't want any crunching in the back of your neck. So let's go ahead and get started. And maybe you'll even hold it on the side here and roll back around and hold on this side. And make sure you've got your shoulders dropped. You're sitting up nice and tall, but let your shoulders go. Your ears and your shoulders should not be so close that they're sharing intimate secrets with each other. Maybe they're pen pals. Drop them down. Now let's take it to the back. And be careful here, no crunching. And then let's go all the way around a couple times each. And then let's reverse that direction. All right, good job. And then we are going to stretch our upper traps. It's this muscle that goes right from here all the way down to here. And we're going to begin on either side, it doesn't matter. So take one arm and bring it behind your back and hold it there with the other hand. And then we're going to take our head and go over to that same side and drop your shoulder, let it go. And find wherever you're comfortable. Don't take it too far. Let's go over to the other side. Take the other arm, bring it across, hold it with that, and take your head over there too. And you may notice that one side is tighter than the other, and that's normal. We all have some discrepancies, some asymmetries. All right, good job. Now we're going to take one hand over to the opposite shoulder and just do some kneading. You can pick up this muscle here and just squeeze. And don't squeeze too hard. You don't want to bruise yourself. And you can move down and just pick some up and squeeze. And move down and pick some up and squeeze. You can go into the top of the arm, that deltoid there. Maybe you can do it a little quicker. Do some kneading. Go back as far as you can. Get the side of your neck in here. And I think my camera is auto-focusing and readjusting itself. I'm still kind of new to YouTube, but I'm not entirely sure how to stop that at this point. But for today, we're just going to roll with it. Put the back of your neck in there. Do some kneading. And then switch over to the other side. You may hear that through my mic. Hopefully I'm not making too much of a racket. You may have some soreness in there. You may feel some knots. Remember where those knots are. We're gonna maybe work on some of those in a little bit. You get the sides and the back of your neck. Good job. So then above our collarbone, you're gonna take your fingertips and start right here at the little, you can feel the ends of the bones right here of your collarbone, and start right there and just come up over that collarbone and just do some little motions like this right along the bone. And then move over a little bit and move up along the bone. And you might find some tender or tighter spots, maybe hang out there a little bit. All right, good job. And then, so what you can do is you can put your hand at the top of your chest muscles at the bottom of your neck, and then pull down a little bit like this, and then stretch back. And then we're just going to be doing some myofascial relief type stuff just in the front of the neck there. Most people, the fronts of their neck, it's not usually something that talks to them. It's not usually saying, oh, we're in pain. But tightness here can definitely contribute to pain in other areas. I definitely feel that in there. And then switch that over to the other side. I feel that even into my ear. All right, and then we're going to stretch some of that muscle that's there on the side and wraps down to the front. It's called the SCM, the sternocleidomastoid. And this one, you remember the 3 T's. It's turn, tilt your head back, and tuck your chin. And then you should feel that on the other side. So let's do that again. It's turn, tilt, tuck. And you should feel that right in there. Just remember to keep breathing through it. You're doing a great job. And we're going to go to the other side, and we're going to turn, tilt, tuck. And I feel this right over here. All right. And then we're going to stretch the back of the neck, and the muscles that run, some of the muscles that run from the back of the neck, they go all the way down to the back, to the small of the back. So you may feel this stretch all the way down. Do what you're comfortable with. Only go as far as you are comfortable. Don't push anything past your barrier. Don't go past that resistance. It's there for a reason. So we're just going to go chin to chest. And make sure we're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. And you may even want to deepen it a little bit. And if you don't, you're perfectly fine right here. And you can take your hand and put it to the top of your head and just pull down a little bit. I definitely feel that down my back and between my shoulder blades. And you can even turn your head a little bit and get more one side or the other. So I'm going to turn my head to the right just a bit, and then I can feel that down in the left side. And then other side, switch. I definitely feel it in that side. Down my shoulder, down my back. Sometimes it can be hard to remember to do self-care, and you think, oh, well, I have to do this and I have to do that. And then you might hear my pup barking. She's outside, probably spying on the neighbors. Good work. So we're going to come up out of that. And next, we're just going to take some more deep breaths. We've done some really great work. Sit up straight, shoulders relaxed. Great job. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take our little ball, and you can do this up against the wall or down against the floor. I'm going to do it down against the floor. That's just where my camera is, and that's where it's going to be easiest for us to see what I'm doing. But you can also do this up against the wall. And one of the biggest differences is between wall and floor is that if you're doing it against the floor, it may be a bit more pressure as this is your, and maybe a bit more intense as this is your body weight on it, but do whatever you are comfortable with. So we're going to take the ball and we're going to work on in between our shoulder blades and that a bit of that upper trap there at the top of the shoulder. And so you can lay down with the ball, and I'm going to stick it under any knots that I know that are there, any sore spots. I'm going to pick a spot and I'm going to lay down and I'm going to just sink into it. You can put your knees up or down, wherever is comfortable for you. I'm in this position just to take some of the strain off my low back. And while doing this, it can be hard to let the muscles relax. Just focus on trying to do that. Just breathe and let the muscles go. And maybe wherever that ball is, breathe into that spot. And if you've got a sore spot there, if you've got a knot, if you've got a trigger point, just think about that spot getting softer and smoother and just disappearing, decreasing in discomfort and pain. We're going to hang out with this for a minute. Depending how much time you have, you can make, an evening of this. You can have, before or after, maybe before, you can have a nice warm soak in your tub, maybe with Epsom salts, and get all relaxed and your muscles soft, and then start to do this. You can also do this on your lunch break, and it's not going to make you get all sweaty and smelly to go back to work. And then you can help prevent burnout and fatigue and soreness, and go back to work feeling refreshed. Go back to whatever you were doing in your life feeling refreshed. I work with a lot of healthcare providers, and this isn't relegated to just healthcare providers. It can be, parents, other types of caregivers, but people who take care of other people. You just gotta take good care of yourself. You just got to. All right, so I am going to take that ball and I'm going to move it to a new spot. And then I'm going to roll myself over a bit and put a little pressure on that to get specifically on a spot that I know is there. And I'm going to breathe through it because it is just a tad uncomfortable. And I am going to work really hard to let my muscles in that area go. And if you only have a few minutes, say like this is one, say this is an issue for you, these areas. And if you only have a few minutes, if you even only have 5 minutes, just doing this right here can be helpful. Just doing the stretches can be helpful. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to think that because you don't have time to have a warm Epsom salt soak and you don't have time to do the entire video series and whatever else, that it's just not good enough, because that is just not true. Do what you can. It makes a difference. Just be consistent. So now I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to put it over on the other side. If it doesn't roll away from me, I got a spot lower down, a bit lower down on this side. I know it's there. You're doing great, self. You too. It's tough to let that one go. I definitely feel some discomfort, but I'm just going to breathe through it and I'm going to stick with it. Of course, if it was too much, I would leave it alone or I'd take some of the pressure off of it, but it's just right there at that threshold. I'm okay with this. Sometimes life is uncomfortable. And that's okay. I am a big enough and strong enough person to handle a little discomfort. A little discomfort, not pain. We don't want, we don't want this to be painful. Good job hanging in here with me. And then if I can reach that ball, I'm gonna move it up a little bit on another spot that I know is there. And I'm gonna turn over a bit and put some more pressure onto that. And try to let go. You're doing a great job. So now I'm gonna move that ball out of the way and put my arms up together like this and do some back and forth rolling on my shoulders, do a little self massage, maybe put my arms up a bit more and roll. So now, since we're already here, this would be a good spot to start winding down into the guided meditation portion. So just get comfortable and close your eyes. And starting at the top of your head, just let those muscles go. And working your way down to your forehead, just relax the muscles of your forehead. And then your eyes, relax all the little tiny quivery muscles all around your eyes. And take that relaxation and send it out into all directions. Waves and ripples of relaxation, kind of like if you're skipping a rock. This moves down all throughout your body. Pleasurable feelings of relaxation. And then relax the muscles in your cheeks and your jawbone. Relax your mouth. It may open just a bit. Relax your ears and the back of your head and your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders and your arms and your hands down into your fingertips. Relax your back and your chest. Relax your abdomen. Relax your pelvis and your hips and your glutes. Just let them go. And relax the tops of your legs, front and the back. Relax your knees and your calves and lower legs. And relax your feet and your toes. Now that your body is completely relaxed, just lie here for a moment. Take some deep breaths. And really feel the heaviness of your body down into the mat, down into the floor. And just breathe with that feeling. Feel what that really feels like. Be mindful of that feeling of letting everything go. And then this is something, if practiced often enough, that you can take this feeling out into the rest of your life. You're sitting at your desk, or you're driving, or anything else is going on, you're having a stressful moment. You can just sit and relax, take some deep breaths. Obviously, if you're driving, you'll want to keep your eyes open and stay aware, but you can still relax your body. You don't have to be tense or grip the wheel. Just take those deep breaths. Just sink into the floor, sink into life. Thank you for being here with me today. I am grateful for your presence. Maybe while you're here, you can think about gratitude in your life and what that looks like, what you're grateful for. The people in your life, circumstances that you've worked hard to build, whatever those things are. And just send a thank you out to those things. And then whenever you are ready to come back, feel yourself in the room. Listen to whatever is in your surroundings. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back, feeling refreshed, feeling ready to go about your day. And then when you're ready, feeling awake and fully aware, relaxed and refreshed, open your eyes. And I'm going to sit up here. And I am going to say thank you and have a great rest of your day.